So once you arrive at your mat, just settle in. I'm going to ring my bowl to signal the beginning of our practice. And so once you find your Shavasana, perhaps take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth as you settle yourself, settling the back body, making yourself comfortable and letting go of what came before this moment and what will come after, and just bringing yourself to this present moment, noticing the back body resting on the mat, feeling the support of the earth, noticing the temperature of the room, perhaps listening to the piano music, hearing that melodic music, and then beginning to watch your breath. Just see the breath on the inhale, perhaps even picturing it as your favorite color. So on the inhale, see the breath enter the nasal passages. Notice the exact point where it touches the nostrils on the inhale. See it moving to the back of the throat. See it in the chest. See it in the belly, that beautiful color that you imagine. And on the exhale, see it moving out. Perhaps see it as the same color, but maybe with sparkles or light on the exhale. So be with the breath for a little while. Just a suggestion to see it as a color. If that doesn't resonate with you, just feel the breath. Maybe notice the rise and fall of your chest and belly. Or just say to yourself, I inhale and I exhale. So watch the breath, feel the breath, and allow the exhales to be just a bit longer than the inhales. And if the mind starts to wander away from the breath, just notice that you're thinking. Allow your thoughts to be there. Just acknowledge them. And then return again to your breath, strengthening that concentration muscle by returning again, bringing your attention back to your breath. So our focus today is going to be on lengthening. So in our lessons before this, we had a focus on grounding. And then the next lesson was lifting and extending. And now we'll think about lengthening. So we'll begin by floating our arms up overhead as we lengthen out through our fingertips and down through our body, out through our toes. And just notice the length of the body, the fingertips, down through the arms, down through the rib cage, the thighs, and all the way down the legs out to the toes, the tips of the toes. So just feel your back body on the mat. Take a nice big deep inhalation in through your nose, out through your mouth, and then relax the arms and legs and back body and feel the support of the earth. And then we'll take another nice deep inhale and stretch out, lengthen through the fingertips, down the body and out the toes. And again, just bringing our attention to the feeling in the body as we begin. Lengthening, maybe walking the shoulders, alternating the shoulders up towards the ears. And feel the entire length of your body. And then relaxing the arms, relaxing the legs. And we'll float the arms down by our sides, bend our knees, placing the soles of our feet on our mat about hip width apart. And we'll just do a gentle movement from left to right with the knees, using our breath. As we bring our knees to center, we'll inhale. And as we drop the knees to either side, we'll exhale. So just back and forth, a gentle motion. And just notice how the hips are feeling as we begin. And then the next time you bring your knees to center, we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh, lift the right foot off the mat, and clasp behind the right thigh. So you can keep the head down on the mat, or if you'd like, you can bring the head and shoulders up off the mat. And just draw that right thigh in towards you on your exhalations, trying not to tug, but trying to use the right thigh to do most of the effort. And just feel that left hip flexor opening. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your neck and shoulders. And then release that right foot to the mat. Uncross the ankle. And we'll take the right ankle on the left thigh. Lift that left foot off the mat as you clasp behind the left thigh. And your head can be resting on the mat, or if you'd like, you can bring head and shoulders up off the mat, drawing that left knee, that left thigh towards you on your exhalations. Feel the opening in the right hip flexor. And then release that left foot to the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to fall out to the left and to the right, like an open book. And then inhale your arms up over your head again. And again, stretching out through your fingertips, just walking your shoulders up towards your ears, and feel the nice opening in the body. And even closing your eyes here and taking some nice deep inhalations, exhalations, relaxing a little more on each exhale. So just scanning the body, noticing if there's any tension in the facial muscles, to just allow the muscles to relax. If the jaw is clenched, just gently part the lips and allow the jaw to relax. Allow the shoulders to rest on the mat. And just breathing in a gentle rhythm, allowing the body to just breathe. And sending the right leg out long. Keep that left leg bent, placing the sole of the left foot against the inner thigh of the right leg for reclined tree. And then flex that right foot as if you were stepping on the earth with that right foot. And straighten the arms into a V shape and lengthen through your fingertips and feel reclined tree. And then send the right knee up to the left knee up towards the ceiling and send the left leg out long, and then bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh or left calf for reclined tree on this side. And then stretch through the fingertips. And then floating the arms down, sending the right knee towards the ceiling, lifting the head and shoulders up as you clasp in front of that right shin. We'll lift the left leg a few inches off the mat as we lengthen through the left toes, and we'll come into our Pilates. We'll do the 2 puffs, the audible puffs, right? And just switch legs and just listen to your own body, engage your core, and we'll just bring a little warmth to our abs. So, and switch. And really lengthen out through the extended leg. And listen to your own body. And when you come to stillness as you're ready, keep going until you're ready, but when you do come to stillness, just float your arms again back over your head. And just allow your breath to return to normal once you come to stillness. And as you're ready, shift your hips slightly to the right and allow your knees, both knees, to fall to the left. And you can float your arms down into an upside down V if you'd like. And straighten the legs out a little bit if they're bent, too much. So adjusting so that you're comfortable. And on your next inhale, inhale the knees back to center and exhale the knees to the right side. Just adjusting how much the knees are bent, again, so that you're comfortable. And then inhale your knees back to center. And we're going to make our way up to seated. So either turning to your side and pushing yourself up, or crossing your ankles, placing your hands on your kneecaps, and begin to rock to and fro and rock up to Sukhasana. So your ankles are already crossed. A little shortcut. And then we'll sit up nice and tall once we arrive. And we're going to inhale our arms up, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then we'll just walk our shoulders alternating left and right shoulder up. So just lengthening the side rib cage. So left and right and left and right. And then float the arms down and we'll come to a seated twist. So bring the knees together in front of you and then send the knees so that they're pointing towards the left. Sit up nice and tall as you slide that right knee back so that the knee is cradled with the left instep. And then sit up nice and tall so that your torso is centered and your spine is nice and long. Inhale your arms up, gaze up at your fingertips, and as you exhale, twist left. Bring the fingertips down to the mat as you look out towards the left, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then inhale back to center, look up at your fingertips, really reach high, and we're going to turn left again. This time we'll turn and look a little bit towards the back shoulder, towards the left shoulder, a little bit more. So a little bit of a deeper twist. And then inhale to center again, arms up towards the sky, really lengthening through each side of the rib cage. And the third time we twist, we'll twist our deepest twist, but listen to your body. Bring the arms down and gaze out over your left shoulder if it's comfortable. And then inhale back to center and float the arms down. We'll bring the knees in front of us again. And then send the knees so that they're towards the right. Sit up nice and tall, center your torso, and then slide the left knee back, cradle it with the instep of the right foot. Inhale the arms up, really stretch again through your fingertips, lengthening. Exhale and twist right. So you're looking towards the right side. Inhale to center, And we'll twist just a tiny bit more. Exhale, twisting as we bring our hands down. And then inhale to center. And we'll look out over the back right shoulder if it's comfortable. Inhale to center. Float the arms down. And we'll come to a wide-legged forward fold in a minute, but bring the legs out wide. And then sit up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up, lengthen through the fingertips, and lead with your heart center. So as you come down slowly, think about your heart center moving forward. And just come down to as far as is comfortable. So when we fold at the hip creases. And just feel a gentle stretch on the inner thighs. Walking our hands, our fingertips over towards the left leg, bringing our torso right over that left knee. And then walking the fingertips to the center and then over to the right leg. Torso right over the right knee. And so we're just stretching gently. Sometimes it helps to have a blanket under your bottom, sitting on the edge of the blanket. And you can even have a little slight bend in your knee. That can help make it more comfortable. And then walking the hands back to center as we inhale up. And then we'll bring the soles of our feet together and just interlace our fingers and sit up nice and tall. And we'll come into some gentle head and neck rolls. So dropping our chin to our chest and even closing our eyes and gently rolling the head in some gentle circles. 3 or 4 one way and 3 or 4 the other way. And just notice how your neck is feeling. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. Allow the breath to continue to flow in a gentle rhythm. And as you're ready, you can come to stillness. And then we'll take our hands to the outer edges of our knees and close our knees like a book as we make our way to table. So once you arrive in table, spread your fingers nice and wide. And we'll come in to a nice cat and cow. So dropping our belly as we inhale and send our heart center forward. And then exhaling, bringing our chin to our chest, pushing away from the mat for cat. And let's just do 2 more cat-cow. So here's our cow, heart center forward. Exhale for cat. And inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. And then come to your table. And we're going to come to a cat balance. So we'll send the right leg out long. So lengthen through that right leg out through your toes. Send the left fingertips forward. Lengthen through those fingertips. And then we'll bring our elbow and our knee in to meet. So left elbow to right knee. And then extend and lengthen. Elbow and knee to meet. And then extend and lengthen. One more time, elbow and knee. And extend to lengthen. Release the hand and knee back to the mat, and we'll take it to the other side. Send the left leg out long and the right fingertips out. And then elbow to knee. And then extend and lengthen. Elbow to knee. Extend and lengthen. And one more time, elbow to knee. And extend and lengthen. And then return your hand and your knee to the mat. And then we'll bring the big toes together and spread our knees out wide. Sit back on our heels. Walk our hands towards the top of the mat as we bring our forehead down. And you can stay just like this, or if you'd like to come up onto your fingertips. So a little stretch in the upper arms and shoulders if you come onto your fingertips. And only do so if it feels okay. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Allow the belly to be soft. And then we'll walk the hands towards us as we lift our head up. Come to your table again. And we'll curl the toes under as we push our hips up towards the sky. Come up onto our toes and then walk our dog. And then come onto our toes and settle back to dog. And then we'll come to our three-legged dog. So we'll bring the left leg up towards the sky as we inhale and then exhale and bring the left foot forward. I have to fix my shirt. So the left foot is between the hands. And then we're going to bring the right foot up to meet the left. Hold on to the elbows, bend the knees slightly, and come into ragdoll. Just swinging the arms and the shoulders slightly to the left and to the right. And then place the hands on either side of the feet. Send the left leg back. Send the right leg back. Coming into down dog again. And then we'll send the right leg up for three-legged dog. Look between the hands. And then bring the right foot between the hands. And if it doesn't work for you doing it that way, you can just bring the right knee down to the mat and then bring it between the hands. I was getting caught in my wire, so bring the left foot in to meet the right. Bend the knee slightly and hang out in ragdoll. Just move the hips and the shoulders from side to side. And then we'll slowly roll up and come into Tadasana. And so Tadasana Our feet can be about hip width apart. And we'll lift up through our instep, through our knees, through our thighs, engaging our core, allowing our arms to dangle, lengthening and extending through the crown of the head. And you might close your eyes and just feel Tadasana, feel the balance in the body, the strength of the pose. And then fluttering the eyes open, we'll come into our tree pose. So we'll bring the weight of the body onto the right leg and feel, you can even rock that right foot around and feel all corners of the right foot. You can even come down and spread the toes. So just feel the roots extending into the earth from the right foot. And then take the left foot and bring the heel of the left foot in towards the right ankle. And if you'd like to come up to the calf with the foot, you could try that, or you can bring the foot up to the thigh, depending upon how you're feeling today. You can bring your hands to heart center, or you can extend and lengthen the arms up towards the sky. Bring the branches up. Find your drishti, your focal point. Feel the strength in that right leg. Relax your shoulders. And remember, some days our balance is better than others, but it's always good to practice. And come down gracefully as you're ready. Shake out that right leg a little bit. And then bring the weight of the body onto the left leg. Rock that left foot around a little bit so you feel all four corners. Perhaps spread the toes. Press down through the foot and really feel the strength in the leg. So lifting up through the kneecap and the thigh. And then bring that right heel towards the left ankle. And whatever you did on the other side, do on this side, so that you bring balance to the body. Relax the shoulders if you have the arms up in a V. And come down as you're ready. And we're going to come into extended side angle now. So we'll spread our feet wide, turn the left toes so that they're pointing towards the short end of the mat. Square the hips to the long end of the mat. So put your hands on your hips and just square your hips to the long end. We'll inhale our arms up and we'll bend, exhale and bend the left knee. Bring that left elbow to the left knee. And then rainbow that top arm up and over so that the fingertips are pointing in the same direction as the crown of your head. So we'll lengthen through those fingertips, press into the right heel. And if you'd like, you can even bring that left hand down to a block or down to the mat. And gaze up at the right fingertips or the right thumb. And if your arm is extended so the fingertips are pointing in the direction of your crown, you'll look at the inner elbow crease. And then inhale up and bring the feet parallel. Take a breath here. And then turn the right toes towards the short end of the mat. Inhale the arms up parallel to the earth. Bend the front knee on the exhale. Bring that right elbow to the right knee. And then rainbow that top arm up so that the fingertips are pointing in the direction of the crown. Extend and lengthen through the fingertips and all the way down the side body to that left heel. And you can also choose to bring the right hand down to the mat just for a little deeper stretch. Or if you had a block, you could bring your hand down to the block. But whatever is comfortable. You can gaze up at that elbow crease. And then bring the hand down and around and come up so that the feet are parallel. And then bring the heels in slightly. So now the feet are at a 45-degree angle. Frame your face with your hands. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend your knees. Drop the tailbone towards the earth. Press the knees away from the midline for goddess. Inhale, and as you exhale, sink just a little bit deeper. So do a little bit of a pelvic tilt, which will perhaps make your back feel comfortable. And then straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Heel toe your feet together. And then we're going to inhale the arms up, and we'll lengthen through our fingertips, bend to one side, side bend. Inhale to center, bend to the opposite side. Feel the stretch in the side body. Inhale to center, turn the palms away, float forward. You can have a slight bend in your knees. Hold on to your elbows. Allow your head to relax, crown of the head pointing towards the earth. And then swing the hips and the arms and shoulders slightly to the left and slightly to the right. Come to center and shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And then placing your hands on the mat, come down to your knees. And then we'll come to our backs. We'll bend the legs once we arrive, placing the feet, the soles of the feet, about hip width apart. Walk the heels up towards your bottom, and we'll just come to a gentle flowing bridge. So we'll, on inhale, we'll lift the hips up as we float the arms up overhead, rest the knuckles on the mat, and then exhale and float the arms down as we bring the hips down to the mat. We'll float the arms up on the next inhale, lift the hips up, and then exhale and float the arms and the hips down. Bring the knees into the chest. hug them into the chest and make some small circles on the ceiling with the knees, massaging the lower back. As you're ready, reverse your direction. And make your circles a little bit bigger. And then, as you're ready, reverse your direction again. And then make bigger circles so that you are massaging your backs of your shoulders and your upper back. And then reverse your direction. And then bring your knees to stillness and rock from side to side. Place the soles of your feet on the mat. Take a nice deep inhalation through your nose and out through your nose. Feel the back body where it meets the mat. Do that again. Take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Send your legs out long. Spread your feet wide on your mat. Allow your toes to point away from the midline. Bring your arms away from the body, the palms facing up. Bring a smile to your lips. Thank yourself for making the time to nurture your body and your mind and your spirit. And just allow your body to breathe. Notice if there's any areas that you are gripping or holding, and just use your breath to release. So just take your inhalation, and on your exhalation, release that area. And do that to any areas that might have any leftover tension.